every Explorers member and their Pokemon that appeared in Pokemon Horizons. Now that the main storyline revolving around the Explorers has ended as of episode 136, I thought it'd be a good idea to go over all the past and still current members of the Explorers, along with all the Pokemon they used that appeared during this time. And with that said, let's start at the very beginning with none other than Lucius! One of the 3 original members of the Explorers and the first person to have a full team of 6 in Horizons. His team consists of a Shiny Rayquaza with the Dragon Terra type, Arbolivo with the Normal Terra type, Galarian Moltres with the Dark Terra type, Lapras with the Ice Terra type, Kleavor with the Bug Terra type, and Gouging Fire with the Rock Terra type. And I gotta ask, is anyone else a little annoyed that Gouging Fire is only one of 3 Pokemon out of the 18 Terra Pokemon used in the final battle to have a different Terra type? I mean, what is with both the games and the anime to not really take advantage of the type-changing gimmick of terrestrialization outside of the gym leaders? In the games, there's only 4 characters that use different Terra Pokemon that you need the DLC to fight, and even in the anime, there's only 3 trainers so far that have Pokemon of different Terra types. If you don't count Terrapagos' stellar form, that is. Speaking of which, next is Ristal, who is the original trainer for Podogo the Terrapagos, before it joined her great-great-granddaughter Liko. It can turn into its terrestrial form and its stellar form, plus has a stellar Terra type. Then we have the last original member of the Explorers, Gibeon, who was the one who turned it into the Villainous group we know it as. Gibeon only had 1 Pokemon, but that Pokemon was also a shiny legendary, being Zygarde. While with Gibeon, Zygarde was only seen in its 10% and 50% forms when used. Now we're on the first member of the Explorers we meet, Amethio, who is also the grandson of Gibeon. And to this day, I'm still wondering who Amethio's grandma was. Amethio's team consists of Cerulege with the Ghost Terra type, Corviknight, and his grandfather's shiny Zygarde. Like Gibeon, Amethio is able to use Zygarde's 10 and 50% forms, but he is also able to use its 100% form and Mega. Next up is the 2 members that worked with Amethio, those 2 being Zerk, who has a Rhydon and Skarmory, and Onya, who has a Golduck and Skarmory as well. Moving on to the second in command to Gibeon, we have Hamber. His team consists of Dusknoir with the Ghost Terra type, Rotom, which we mainly see in his Mo form, and Blood Moon Ursaluna. And though he never caught it, for a while a single shiny Zygarde cell used to stay by his side. Now the next 3 members I'm going to talk about were recruited by Hamber himself. Beginning with Coral, her team consists of Glalie, which can Mega Evolve, and Screamtail, nicknamed Screamy Puff, that has the Fairy Terra type. And as of episode 136, she's still the only character besides Lucius that has a Paradox Pokemon. And I'm really hoping in the new season, arc, whatever it is, that Roy gets to catch that Sandy Shocks from episode 80, cause boy, does he really need a Pokemon that's unique to him. That way we can kinda stop saying how Ash-coded he and his team are, which is funny since Coral has an Ash Pokemon herself. The next member seems to be Coral's partner in crime, Sidian. His team consists of Garganacl with the Rock Terra type, and Aerodactyl that can Mega Evolve. Now the last of the 3 Hamber recruits is Chouse. Her team consists of Medicham that can Mega Evolve, and Xatu. We are finally to the member who took over leadership after Gibeon's passing, who also kind of fits the role of the rival character that uses an Umbreon in the show, Spinel. His team consisted of Umbreon, Magnezone, and Bohemian, and until the time skip, he was one of the new explorers with the most Pokemon being these 3. Now we're on the duo members that joined the team after the time skip. Starting off with Indy, his team consisted of Aqua Breed Paldean Tauros, Galarian Darmanitan with the Zen mode ability, Rapscup, but it's unclear how many are his, Drapion, Salamence, 6 Cofagrigus, let me try that again. 6 Cofagrigus, 6 Cofagriguses, and a shiny Electrode, making him the 3rd Explorers member to have a shiny that didn't belong to someone else originally, and the 4th trainer in the show overall by that same logic. Then we have his partner Rubina. Her team consists of Blaze Breed Paldean Tauros, Darmanitan with the Zen mode ability, multiple Rapscup, but it's unclear how many belong to her, Scolipede, Salamence, 6 Runariguses, and Electrode. Now, Indy and Rubina are the first and probably going to be the only trainers to have more than 6 Pokemon in the series. And outside of their Darmanitans, each of their Pokemon has only been used once. We are now down to the Explorers Grunts, because you can't be a good evil team without Grunts, right? The Pokemon we see them use are Mightyena, Luxray, Houndoom, Machoke, Watchog, Marowak, Golbat, Shelgon, Druddigon, Skuntank, Granbull, Girder, Feeble, Malamar, Liepard, Heatmor, Durant, Poochyena, and Primeape. And now we're down to the last known member who might be the new leader of the Explorers now that they're no longer evil, Cervantes, who is Amethio's father. His only known Pokemon is Cinccino. Now I do need to quickly address the Pokemon that appeared in Amethio's mansion, being 2 Sirfetch'd, 2 Mincinos, Excavalier, and a female and male Indeedee, because it's unknown whose Pokemon they belong to exactly. Do they belong to Amethio himself, or do they belong to his father or grandfather, since we encountered them before his passing? There's even a chance they could be Hambers. There's just no way to know at this current moment. But that's it. That's every known member of the Explorers at this time and the Pokemon they used. Once Horizons comes to an end, which will probably happen next year before Winds and Waves come out, unless they continue on past that, I plan on making a video covering the Rising Voltaclers and their Pokemon. I don't really want to make it sooner than that, since there's a small chance that the main 4, soon to be 5, could catch at least one new team member before the show ends. And if they do, please, oh pretty please, let them have a different Terra type. I beg of you. I want that more than I want them to have more Megas. But that's pretty much it for this video, so please like and hype up the video if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below, maybe about who your favorite Explorers member is, or your favorite Pokemon they used, and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see more from me. Until next time, bye guys!